In the 2012 race for the White House is expected to be which candidate can best motivate his political base. President Obama energized part of his when he recently spoke the words that gay, lesbian, and transgender activists have been pushing for.
I think same-sex couples should be able to get married.
Nearly a month later, the quote is displayed prominently on his campaign website, along with a YouTube video narrated by well-known actress Jane Lynch, who is a lesbian.
In 2008, our country elected a leader who not only acknowledged the LGBT community, but who embraced it.
The NAACP also quickly got on board, passing a resolution endorsing gay marriage as a civil right. But a number of black pastors are saying, not so fast.
We can stop this train that seems like it's left the station. It has not.
This is a Defense of Marriage Summit in Washington, D.C., one of several groups working to unite black and Latino pastors and parishioners who support traditional marriage. These leaders say the president needs to understand their Christian faith comes before their support of his historic presidency.
I think this issue is going to be very important to a lot of voters. One of the things that I think a lot of both the Republicans and the Democrats have really not judged correctly is that the black vote cannot just be bought simply because a person's color of their skin. And just because people have been loyal to the Democratic Party in the past doesn't mean that you're going to get their vote.
Pastors who are uniting to stand up for traditional marriage, even some who marched with Dr. Martin Luther King, say the struggle black Americans endured to gain civil rights, fighting dogs, lynchings, and fire hoses don't begin to compare to the fight for gay marriage.
I don't think it is relevant to a civil rights fight at all. It's a fight between right and wrong. This just so happens to be wrong.
A recent Pew poll finds just 39% of blacks favor gay marriage, a number that's barely increased over the past decade. The question is, how much will the president's support for gay marriage turn off black voters? Will many of them change their votes, or will some simply stay home and not vote at all?
Same-sex marriage, to me, is an abomination, scripturally and actually.
Despite his difference with the president on marriage, Delegate Burns says he'll still support him in November.
The number of people who believe same-sex marriage is the biggest issue and that have really strong views on it and have not decided who to vote for, that's a small group. If you have strong opinions about same-sex marriage, you probably already are going to vote for the Republican candidate, or you're already going to vote for the Democrat candidate, and Obama's statement matters little.
But pastors organizing believe they can make a difference, and that it's their moral duty to fight for traditional marriage.
He says he is evolving, flip-flopping, I don't know what you want to call it, but the bottom line is that God doesn't change. He's the same yesterday, today, and forever, and he doesn't evolve. And so marriage is still between one man and one woman, and so what can I tell you? We're coming, and we're coming strong.
Jennifer Wishon, CBN News, Washington.
Well, sorry, I've got to take the cynical view on this. I don't think it's going to drive too many votes who haven't already decided. So what's going to be the deciding factor going into this election? It's all about the economy. Lee Webb has the rest of our top stories.